Hello, Internet. Are you ready to stroke my American football?
Insert theme song here.
You've got a theme song?
Well, whatever
Yeah.
we're using. Yeah.
Okay. I'm Liquid Nation.
I'm Bioday.
I think a theme song for the shows we do. An official theme song, not just the song you choose this week.
The song
And I am
song I chose-
Roctan saying, well, that didn't take long. You'll
I don't want to have to worship the Colts.
Ali unfortunately cannot be with us this week, but yeah.
At school.
He's gonna be at school. We'll get what we can out of you opinion-wise with the news here, because that's what we're gonna start with. Guys, it's been a surprising week of football.
I think this whole season has been crazy. From the
Whole season's
get-go.
been crazy. But major news this week. The biggest news this week is that the NFL fucking caved in and brought back the old ref.
Yes. Was it Wednesday night or Thursday?
It was Thursday.
Okay, Thursday morning.
Sorry.
I didn't take long, did it?
That did not take long, you know. You NFL who was trying to promote your integrity and sell yourself. You know, you, the NFL, who was trying to stick up for the refs that had made so many blown calls. You, the NFL, who had stuck to your guns about not paying the refs. You were like, yeah, we kind of fucked up on that one.
We're not changing our decision 3 days later.
3 days later, we're changing our decision.
Well, let's be fair. That was one shitty week of calls.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are contributing. I've heard people say that it was the fan outpouring on Twitter that caused this to happen.
No.
It might have also been the threats from strike.
No, it
Threats of
wasn't.
strikes
It
and fires.
wasn't a fan outpouring on Twitter. The NFL doesn't give a shit about that. It was the players saying they were going to stop actually playing football. That's what stopped it.
Riddler
Yeah,
died.
I'd put my money on that before the fans on Twitter. The fans on Twitter are actually just probably stroking their own balls.
While writing on Twitter.
By writing on Twitter.
Yeah, this is some meta shit.
Yep. You see?
I say it
This
was
is a
Rob
smart
because he
show.
was the first one who responded to NFL going football.
It's always Rob.
Yeah, get your footballs back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've lost our host.
Yes. Can you hear my dad playing guitar in the background?
No.
Shame, it gives an ambience to the show. That's quite nice.
Yeah, but guys, hold on. So let's talk about this a bit more. If you're the NFL, now you're a company. You need to make some strong decisions. Would you have made the same decision? I know the refs sucked, but would you have made the same decision?
No. Because do you know how much the NFL is worth?
Millions, dude, billions.
I don't think you realize how many billions. Over 60 billion. 60 over that. There's not an exact number, but a ridiculous number. a ridiculous amount of money. Do you know how much the refs wanted paying?
How much?
It was something per club. It was 16,000 a year.
Okay.
Yeah, now I know why they didn't want to pay that. I mean, dear God, how would their wallets survive?
Yeah. Not per week, not per month, per year.
No, you know, hey, America, do you know what 16,000 per year is in Britain? It's minimum wage.
No, that's not even
That's added on top of the contract.
That's $16,000.
Well, still, the equivalent £16,000. That's minimum wage, but
No, $16,000 is about
Say about
11
half, actually.
Here's a little bit of math for you. They can pay that amount with the money they have over 375,000 times. Actually, 3 million times.
Yeah.
So there was no excuse. So you're the NFL and refs are asking for no money. You'd have just paid more money. You'd have just paid them.
I don't know, but I think they did in the end. But the thing that really annoys me about this is the people that were denying 16,000 per year to the refs were the same guys that earn billions per year.
Yeah.
So
excuse me, guys,
16,000 to them is what they wipe their ass with.
Chump change to them.
Hey,
Yeah.
can I go ahead and make a correction from the last episode? We kept saying that the big play that caused the most amount of controversy and ultimately was the linchpin to causing the ref deal to get done. By the way, when on Thursday only a tentative deal was reached, but by Friday they had finalized it.
Yeah.
Which was way quicker than a lot of people were expecting. I heard someone saying that even if a deal got done last say,
can I correct you about
week
a
4?
money fact?
Someone said if the deal got done on week 4, that the refs wouldn't have been back till week 5. That was their.
Can I make a correction about the money thing?
This must have been the most rushed deal there was. You know.
Make a correction about the money thing. I know my numbers weren't exact.
Okay, so the refs roughly make about $200,000 a year, and they wanted to raise by 16,000.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Anyway, as I was trying to say though, is we kept saying that the play never went to review. We got that completely wrong. It did go
they
to
reviewed
review.
it and then they ignored it.
That was That was part of the problem. Was like I said, the head ref, instead of going over to the two people that argued basically called two simultaneous different things.
Yeah.
He went straight over to the replay booth.
Well, they didn't really review it though. I know they replayed it, but they just kind of looked at it and was like, "Yeah, that happened. Oh well."
Yeah.
Those refs had no idea, and it's like NFL.
I mean, again, the replay refs weren't substitutes, but it's still the head ref was, and unfortunately, the head ref makes the final call. So
yeah, I know, but I just gotta imagine this must have been the most rushed deal in NFL history, which is, dear Lord. My God, Roger Goodell must have got all the backlash. Instantly, the players were threatening to strike. They were bad mouthing on Twitter. They were saying, "Go ahead."
Okay, you're hired.
They were saying, "Go ahead and fine me if it means you'll pay the ordinary refs. We want them back." There was a fan insurrection going on. It was. My God, it was like fire and brimstone, cats and dogs.
No, guys, I think you're
mass hysteria.
I think you're putting too much of this on Roger Goodell, because this wasn't all Goodell. Goodell was doing this for the owners.
It wasn't all Goodell. He was doing it for the owners, but he's the commissioner, though. He can just say, "No, fuck you, owners. I'm paying the rest." He can do that.
He can't, because
these are the owners that own the NFL.
The owners are who he works for.
Okay. I thought he makes the final decision. That's it.
No, the owners make the final decisions.
Well, the owners must have fucking rushed out of their houses, pay the refs, pay them. Our players are threatening.
Okay, you're hired.
Well, you know what I hate about this is how like massive pussies the owners were. Not one of them, came out and admitted that they fucked up. They had Roger Goodell basically take the entire flak for that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Of course
some of
they
these
did.
guys are fucking oil barons, and they don't have the balls to come out and say they fucked up. Seriously?
When you're oil barons, that's kind of part of your job, is coming out and saying, yeah, we fucked up on that one. Look at BP. That's what they had to do when they fucked up big time.
Well, yeah, but BP is kind of British.
No, it's not.
They have some sense.
It's not British.
Isn't it British Petroleum?
No.
Yeah. Could have sworn it was.
Not a
Anyways.
British company. Not a British company. Don't think it is.
That's why
Oh.
they're stationed in like New Orleans or something. I don't know.
You know
I mean,
how
they're in
you
the
know how
Gulf.
BP said they were British? They lied.
No, I don't think BP is British. It might have been. I know it might have been at one point, but I don't know if it is now. A lot of British companies get bought out, and people still assume that they're British. Like Minis. Minis are German, and yet people...
BP PLC,
You like
which
the
is
Mini
company,
Cooper, yeah?
it's a British multinational oil and gas company headquartered in London, United Kingdom.
Okay, it's still British. Okay, I thought it was one of them companies that got bought out by a foreign company, but everyone still thought it was British because it has
Well,
British in
technically, it is multinational.
Okay. That I must have got confused then. Fair enough.
Okay,
Anyways, is there anything else we can really say on this? I mean, NFL just screwed up big time with this, and they've kind of finally realized their mistake, and I kind of agree. Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't blame the refs for this.
I wouldn't blame the
I wouldn't
rookie.
blame the replacement refs for this. I mean, some of these guys were coming out of like high school football.
That's true.
I mean, if the NFL knocked on your door and were like, "Hey, we'll let you be a referee in one of our games," you would
I
totally
wouldn't turn that down. I would
The
not turn that
craziest,
down.
still the craziest part for me is that some of the refs were referees that had been fired from
No,
the lingerie
No,
football league.
Rocktan, that's not true. I looked that one up. That one is not true at all.
Really?
Yeah, it's just a rumor.
It's just a rumor. It's going to happen. And the sad thing is, I know we got the ordinary refs back, and they make a lot less stupid calls than the replacement refs. They're still going to make some stupid calls.
Yeah, but at least they're trained to work in that environment.
That's true.
At the very least,
The honeymoon period didn't last exactly long for certain games. I saw certain people saying, "Bring back the replacement refs," and I'm like, really? You'd wrap?
That's just fans,
What?
dude, and some diehard fans.
I'm like thinking, would you rather be screwed over by refs who actually know what they're doing than
Rocktan, these are just Ravens fans, okay?
or
yeah,
screwed over by refs who don't?
Rocktan, I get what you're saying. These are fucking diehard fans, and that's actually something that I wanted to go over here when we recap the games. It's just some of the comments I read in some of these games are fucking hilarious. Fucking hilarious. Like, people were making their predictions for for games, and like the ones for the Bills game. Oh my god, I was almost in tears reading those comments.
Did I make more sense with my thinking that the Stapletons were going to take were going to win?
No, not really.
Oh, okay. But it's the Stapletons, dude.
No.
Okay, I suppose the Staten Island Stapletons have been gone for like
I
ever.
was going to say that can we go over points while I'm here?
We'll go over the games.
Oh,
We'll go over the games.
don't wanna.
We'll go over the games, okay. So, the Cincinnati Browns. No, not Cincinnati. Cleveland Browns. My bad.
Cincinnati Bengals. Even I know that.
Thursday night football.
Thursday night football. The Cleveland Browns, the 0-4 now Cleveland Browns, travel to the Baltimore Ravens, and this was not what I expected. I expected the win to go to the Baltimore Ravens. We all picked Baltimore. We all got the point, but I expected it to be a bit more of a higher lead by the Ravens.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Browns.
The Browns are really living up to their names.
And I wanted to go over some of the stats here in this because both teams didn't have a good game in this. Okay,
Was
We're
this
gonna,
was this the match with the very big takeout with the helmet contact and stuff, or was that another game?
Cribs.
Yeah, it was.
It was
Yeah,
Cribs, yeah.
against Cribs, wasn't it?
Josh,
Yeah,
their best player, by the way.
yeah, their best player.
Well, you see, Nathan,
The only guy who doesn't suck.
I can understand you have never.
You
You've
say
never
that,
seen,
Ali,
you've
but
never seen.
if you say that, Ali, but actually the Browns.
But Cribs, no, but Cribs
I've
is
heard
legitimately
praise.
good.
I've heard a good deal of praise that their defense is actually not as bad. It's actually pretty decent. You know.
They're
Yeah, they
25th.
lost. They lost to the Ravens, but you know
Okay,
the
hold on.
Ravens are more
I'm
a
gonna go over this.
defensive team than an offensive one. So
I'm gonna go over the stats here for the offense here, but yeah, Nathan, that was obvious. I can understand this is probably the first time you saw the Baltimore Ravens defense in action. That hit did not surprise me. It's the Baltimore Ravens defense.
Yeah, that was just man.
Okay, now the only reason that I know the name of the Cleveland Browns quarterback is because I'm literally looking at it on my computer right now.
I actually can't understand.
I actually
brain
looked
fart
guy
as
up, and
to who it
it's some
was.
really amazing players.
I thought for some reason I thought it was Josh Freeman, and then
Oh.
so
No, but Cribs is like their best player. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, that was a loud yawn. But yeah, the Cleveland Browns quarterback Brandon Weeden. Okay, he had 25 completions for 52 attempts. He got 320 yards in his passing game. Okay, 25 completions, 52 attempts, 320 yards. Joey Flacco, 28 completions for 46 attempts, 356 yards, 1 touchdown. Rushing game. The rushing game was terrible from both teams. Okay, you had rushing. I don't know the names of these guys, so I'm just going to read it as they're shown to me. T. Richardson, whoever the hell this guy is, carries 14. 47 yards for 14 carries. That's terrible. Okay,
ouch
47 yards for
on
14 carries.
14 carries,
He
which
got
is
a
That's
three-
like two. That's like
which
2
is
yards
just a
per
little bit
carry.
below the number you want. What you want about 20 carries from your running back.
Yeah, he got a 3.4 average on rushing. He got
Ow.
a 3.4 average. He got 1 touchdown. Okay. Then there's T. Benjamin, who got 1 carry, no yards.
Player of the year.
Oh my god.
He's the best.
Oh my god. Oh wow.
I'm better than that.
1 carry, no.
Nathan, can you make one step forward? You are now better than that guy.
Yay!
Okay,
I can has football.
receiving yards for the Cleveland Browns. G. Little, 4 receptions for 77 yards, a
When you hear
19.2
that name, you know that guy's a pounce.
a 19.2 average. T. Richardson, 4 receptions for 57 yards, 14.2 average. Okay, now Baltimore Ravens went over Joey Flacco's passing. He got 356 yards. Not bad, but you could have done with more completions there, dude. Okay, rushing. Ray Rice, 18 carries for 49 yards, a 2.7 average.
And this is Ray
That's
Rice.
not even enough to get you a down.
Ray frigging Rice.
How does that happen?
Was he making a sandwich?
Fucking sandwich.
Okay, and then there's B. Pierce. I don't know this guy, but this is terrible. Actually, he got 6 carries. Okay, actually, no, it's not that bad for the amount of carries he got. It's not that bad for the amount of carries he got. He got 6 carries for 48 yards. He got an 8 average.
That's actually pretty decent.
That's decent.
Yeah.
He got a higher average than Ray Rice. Then we got receiving.
Six
We got
carries,
Anquan,
it's 6 carries for 80 yards, did you say?
6 carries for 48.
Oh, 48. My fault.
Yeah. Receiving. We got Anquan Baldwin. He got 9 receptions for 131 yards, 14.6 average. We got T. Smith. We got 6 receptions, 97 yards, 16.2 average, 1 touchdown. Both teams were kind of playing mediocre here, dude. Brandon Wheaton got 1 INT. Joey Flacco got 1 INT.
Here's what this match was. The Ravens were sleepwalking through this match, and they still won.
Yeah. They just kind of bumbled about like, oh, God, we shouldn't have got drunk that night before. Well, we got 23 points on the board. Awesome!
That sounds that kind of the way you did that kind of sounds more like they were stoned.
Possibly. You never know.
This way does football go again?
Oh my God, guys, look at this football. It's so shiny.
Dude, that football looks like a cookie. I eat
it.
Dude, it's a pigskin. Can we eat it?
It's like pork rinds.
Whoa,
Does it taste like pigs?
Whoa, is that guy coming towards me, about to hit me? Whoa!
Is that guy coming towards me?
In
Or
fact,
am I going towards
when he gets
him?
tackled, he just lays on the floor and laughs.
speaking of teams that don't know what the fuck they were doing this week.
Dallas Cowboys?
No. Patriots versus Bills.
Well, it's the Bills. What do you expect?
Hold on. I also want to talk about. I do want to talk about this, and I want to talk about some of the comments that was on this game, the predictions for this game. Okay, New England Patriots 52, 52.
Yes.
Buffalo Bills 28. Okay.
Now, I actually, I picked the Bills as an upset.
Why?
Well, in the first half, it actually looked like maybe it might just happen. I thought, given the craziness of this season, I was like, basically, it could happen.
Okay.
And the Patriots' defense has been kind of iffy, so I wouldn't have been completely surprised.
Now remember, guys, these comments I'm about to read to you. Oh, hold on, there's a friggin' advert going on right now, and the stats annoying. I can't stop it either. Okay, I'll just mute I'll mute the. There we go. Okay, as I was saying. Okay, so this guys is a comment, a few comments I'm going to read to you by Buffalo Bills fans predicting how this game was going to go before it happened, okay? Top commenter. This is the top comment on this game. Bills are at home, leading the league in rushing. Fitz, the only quarterback in the league who hasn't been sacked, averaging 29 points a game. I could go on. Bottom line, Bills are better this year. Remember last year, Pats fans, when we shocked you and beat you? I'll never forget that dumb look on Brady's face. LMAO. We will do it again. Bills win this one.
Maybe that guy was, like, drunk.
It's a woman.
Maybe that woman was drunk.
Well, I mean, she does have a point that the Bills did
Okay.
the Bills
let me
did
see if
surprise the Patriots last year.
Oh, this one. This one was the one that made me laugh. Public service announcement. The Patriots will lose to the Bills 27-24. Repeat, 27-24. Also, the Bills bandwagon is not accepting any more applications. Tickets will go on sale the day after the Bills win the Super Bowl. If this was an emergency, it would have been followed by Stampede.
Oh my
Go
God.
Bills.
Well, at least he got one thing right. He got the score right for the Bills. It was 28. He was up by 1 point.
No Bills.
Shame he didn't get the points for the Patriots right.
The Bills.
Yeah, basically the first half it doesn't exactly go the Patriots' way. Patriots score a touchdown in the first quarter. Bills get 2. But I have to wonder what happened in the locker room. They must have had some kind of inspiring speech or something. It's almost like somebody in their locker room went, "Remember who the fuck we are. We're the goddamn Patriots."
Maybe someone put
Patriots.
maybe someone put flubber on their boots.
I would also like to say the same speech must have happened to the Bills. Remember who we are. Bills.
No.
Where's the Bills?
The Bills
To be honest, those are all very lovely theories, but I'm guessing the correct answer would be the Bills got tired in the fourth quarter.
No, the correct.
Here's the thing. The Bills did score 14 points, but the Patriots exploded for 45 points in the second half.
Okay, now I'm going to go over the stats here. Okay, so passing, Tom Brady, 22 completions for 36 attempts. He got 340 yards, 3 touchdowns. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 22 completions for 39 attempts. He got 350 yards, he got 10 more yards than Brady, and he got 1 more touchdown than Brady.
Yep.
Okay, rushing. We got C.J. Spiller from the Buffalo Bills getting 8 carries for 33 yards for a 4.1 average. And we got F. Jackson. We got Jackson here who got 13 carries for 29 yards.
Hmm.
2.2.
That is literally 2 yards per carry.
That's 2.2 yards per carry.
Step, ow.
Oh, and another thing.
If you had 1 carry per down, you could not make 10 yards.
Oh, another thing as well that I forgot to mention, with the in regards to the referees, you know the first game the referees came back, the ref got a standing ovation.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming back. Thank you.
As I understand it, they were getting standing ovations throughout the league.
We hate you, last down.
Woo! Referees! Woo! Referees going to the Super Bowl! Woo!
You know the fat guys who were like
One of the referees is going to the Super Bowl. Woo!
You know the fat guys who like wear the like body paint?
Yeah.
Face paint. There's just this really fat guy like painted as a ref. Yeah! Refs!
I'm rooting for the refs now.
You're going to see it now. You're going to see like a front row of referees at the Super Bowl.
All of the referees should be invited to the Super Bowl, though.
Oh, yeah. After that
They do go to the Super Bowl.
Though, back to the referee thing, I do kind of feel sorry for the replacement refs, because they didn't even get. I mean, like, you know, obviously they were underqualified for the job they did, but they were dropped like a bad habit by the by the NFL. I mean,
I wonder why.
I know why, but I'm saying though they didn't even thank the referees for trying, for like coming in. It wasn't even like, here's a commemorative plate. No, it was just, fuck you, you're done.
Well, that's kind of the way the NFL. That's kind of the.
I know that's the way the NFL is, but it's still bullshit.
I know it's bullshit, but that's just the way they are, dude. You either do your job right or you get the fuck out. That's just the way it is. And talking about
We're a
people,
professional fucking sport, and we have a standard. If you don't live up to that standard, you can get the fuck out.
get the fuck out. And you know who else might need to get the fuck out?
I think I know.
Jets. The New York Jets.
Oh God, I remember that.
God.
Oh my
My
God.
fucking God.
The Jets are a complete mess.
I'm glad that Tim Tebow draft worked out for you, Jets.
Yeah, that Tim
Oh
Tebow
my
draft.
God.
Wow. But I was joking when I said.
But
you should
Tebow Mania.
No, I was joking when I said you should bring Tebow out last week. Wow. Wow. Okay. San
No,
Francisco
I will.
49ers.
Let me just quick say this. This wasn't all on Dirty Sanchez. His whole team did not help him.
Well, it wasn't just. Well, it was Tebow and Sanchez and all that. But yeah, San Francisco. Okay. 34. New York Jets. Fucking 0.
Didn't even score once.
Not one damn point.
Not even a field goal.
No field goal. No.
Not even a safety, which is the fewest points you can get.
Okay, we're gonna go over the New York Jets stats here, and then we'll go over San Francisco. But okay.
But the Jets are the best, and how did they lose?
New York Jets. Okay. Mark Sanchez, 13 completions for 29 attempted passes. He got 103 yards in the game.
Ooh,
Rushing.
not good. He did not have a good day. Let's not dance around the issue. He did not have a good day.
Okay. Then
He
there
had
was
the best day. Because he's the
uh,
Jets.
there was Green, who got 11 carries for 34 yards. He got a 3.1 average. Okay. Then there's Powell.
Like what I think Jets fan sounds like at this point.
Then there's Powell, right? He got 4 carries for 11 yards. 4 carries for 11 yards, 2.8 average.
No, this is a Jets fan. Why did this happen to me? I mean,
No, this is a Jets fan. What's wrong with me?
No. This is the Jets fan. Because there is no Jets fan from now on.
There was a Jets
You're
fan
either
before.
a lunatic, or you just jump the ship.
Why would
You're
anyone
not
be?
qualified to
Why
be
would
called a
anyone be
fan.
of the Jets when the Giants are there?
every year after the season's over, this is what the Jets fans are singing. Joy to the world, the season's done. The Jets will lose no more.
And then next season comes, and then we lose again.
Fuck.
We should have just liked the Giants. Shit.
New York Jets.
Now, while I do enjoy your voices, guys, should we keep going?
No. More singing.
No,
Okay, then. Show's over.
This is Stroke My American Football, the musical.
Well, okay.
Stroke my American footballs. Stroke my American footballs.
She's got balls!
No, okay, guys. You know who was singing their way home? St. Louis Rams.
Yeah, this.
We
were just saying that their defense was not that good. Well, we were apparently wrong here.
Oh yeah, I meant to go over the points. In the Carolina-Atlanta game, we all got 1 point. In New England versus Buffalo, everyone except Rocktan got a point because he was the only one that was idiotic enough to pick Buffalo.
Does that mean that I can say that I won over Rocktan for something?
Carolina versus Atlanta, we haven't covered
Football
that.
related.
Seahawks versus SF versus New York, we all got a point on that. This one, Seahawks versus Rams. I'm trying to find that now. Who got the most points in that? Everyone. Only Varday got the point on this because everyone except Varday picked the Seahawks.
How do you lose to the Rams?
How did you lose to the 1-2 Rams, who were just terrible last week? They got 6 points last week, and now they just suddenly come out with 19. What? How?
Okay, maybe the Seahawks really do suck.
How?
It's coming.
Kermit.
I don't really want to go over the stats of that game. That game is.
Yeah, that game was boring.
Ugh.
That had to be a very bad game to watch.
And then the
Yep.
curse of the cat comes to the Carolina Panthers, and who got a touchdown every quarter. I just thought that was weird that they got a touchdown every quarter, but that's all they could get. One touchdown per quarter. Is that okay? Atlanta Falcons.
As good as the Falcons were, they did have to fight a little bit to keep their undefeated streak.
Yeah, they did have to fight a bit, but I couldn't see the Falcons losing. They were at home.
That and they were pretty much unbeatable this entire season.
The story that really ended the game for here was Cam Newton fumbled the ball, and that was pretty much what helped the Falcons get the win.
Yeah, I am not talking much in this podcast because I know nothing about football.
But yeah,
There
the
was a
Panthers
ball
didn't
that
actually
looks
play that
like-
badly.
There's a
just
ball
that-
that looks like it has been deflated, and that's all I know.
It looks like a rugby ball, dude.
It looks like it has been deflated.
It
It's
looks like a rugby ball, but it got covered in shit.
Well, yeah,
Yes.
that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Panthers
You know what?
didn't actually play
No.
that badly. It's
What?
just that
This is
the Falcons were playing a bit better.
Falcons are playing a bit better. Matt Ryan got 3 touchdowns, 1 INT, and he got 369 yards. He got 25 for 40. Cam Newton, he got 15 for 24, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns. But Atlanta
Why am
Falcons,
I in this podcast?
I don't know.
We don't know, dude.
I don't want to. Colts.
Stop whining.
But I know I'm going to get the worst every week.
Nathan,
Yes.
Nathan, stop. Stop.
Stop. It's okay. It's okay.
Stop.
This is our reason to keep. This is my reason to keep you on for next year. Because when you lose, you'll have to support.
Well, at least the Colts didn't play this week.
No, they
You do
didn't.
know that no matter who the Colts go against, I'm gonna put my point against them, don't you?
Yep.
Oh,
I think it would be funny if it ends up being the Colts who win the Super Bowl, just out of karmic vengeance.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I've not seen it, but I'm just saying. In a fantasy world, in a parallel universe where the Colts are playing better, and Nathan is still cheering against them every single match.
Well, the problem with the Colts is that they, for years, they had Peyton Manning, and they pretty much built that team as an offensive team and didn't really care too much about their defense on the other side. As long as Peyton was throwing up the ball and getting them points, they didn't really need much of a defense.
And then Peyton left.
Teamwork? What's that? So yes, shall we move on?
Yeah, we'll move on.
Because I think the next game also has a point for me.
Vikings versus Lions. Let's see.
I picked Detroit.
Remember who I picked.
For Minnesota versus Detroit. Both me and Varday got 1 point because everyone else picked Detroit. Minnesota. Damn, Minnesota was impressive in this game.
They honestly, I don't think they were as.
They
They weren't as impressive as they could have been.
I know, but
Damn it, I'm posting this.
If you allow me, I have notes for this game. The story of this game: Lions were bad in every single aspect of the game.
Yes.
Offense, they had a lot of drop passes. On defense, they were missing tackles. And of course, worst of all, their special teams. The game started off with a bang. 105 kickoff return for a touchdown by Percy Harvin. Now, Percy Harvin is awesome, but wow. And then in the third quarter, Marcus Sherrills, not our norm, who's a kind of a new guy for us, has a 77-yard touchdown punt return. Yeah, Lions special teams suck.
Dude, Charles was on the Vikings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, other than that, though, the game was actually really slow with not a lot happening. On the Vikings side, you had Adrian Peterson, who had like 102 yards rushing. Christian Ponder didn't exactly have the best day. He was only 16 of 26 for 111 yards. The biggest problem here is that other than the special teams, Vikings did not score touchdowns. That's kind of a problem. Now, on the other side, Matthew Stafford had 311 yards with one touchdown. That made things interesting with about 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, but not much else. And their running back, LaShore, had only 26 yards. Yeah, the Vikings played just good enough on defense to win this game, stuffing the run while also getting 5 sacks.
I'm guessing that's what they were doing. I guess they just didn't want to go up against the Lions' defense. So I guess they just resorted to just kicking it all the way through.
I'm not following your logic.
They didn't want to go up against the defense, so they just picked another path. It was a slow victory, but I think they were planning for it, basically.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You think they didn't? You think they figured, those defensive line with like Sue and so forth. That defense scary. Let's just.
Yep.
Wait. There's special teams. Their special teams are horrible. Let's attack them there. But like I said, though, their special they did give up 102 yards to Adrian Peterson, and they were missing tackles a lot.
If their actual goal wasn't the tackles, they wouldn't mind missing it that much. So yeah.
Lions, Matt.
Okay. Yeah, it wasn't that bad of a game. I enjoyed it, and really the thing that impressed me most was the 77 return for a touchdown and the 105-yard return for a touchdown. Those were just those were amazing.
That's Percy Harvin, dude. Percy Harvin's awesome.
Yeah, dude. I hope you don't lose him.
He's had some issues. He's had like injury issues. I think maybe I don't recall if he's had injury issues, but his main problem is he's had problems with migraines, which have kept him out. So,
well, best of luck to him. So our next game, I think, is the Chargers versus the Chiefs. Is that?
I believe so. Well, I'm looking at a different list. I don't know what list your guys are looking at.
I'm looking at the NFL one, NFL.com.
I'm looking at Fox Sports. So, so the games are listed in a different order.
Riddler. I think once again we lost.
I don't think we're losing Riddler. I think he's just like doing something. I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm just not talking because I don't know anything.
Well, we go on
Okay.
to the San Diego Chargers at the Kansas City Chiefs, and once again we all picked KC, so we all lost this one because none of us expected the San Diego Superchargers to suddenly come out and get a win.
Yeah. Apparently, the charging wasn't done till that day.
Yeah.
They were
What
still plugged to the wall.
I
guess.
honestly, when I first saw that score, I was like, "What happened?" And then I read about the game and what happened, and and what was going on. The big problem here for the Chiefs: turnovers.
Turnovers.
Turnovers. 6 of them. To which Matt Castle, the Chiefs quarterback, contributed 3 of them. Yeah.
How do you lose 6 of your own charges?
And
the plays like that.
The Chiefs have actually so far this year have been bad on turnovers overall. So if we had really if we had known that, we might not have picked the Chiefs possibly.
Yeah, I'm guessing whoever is coaching for the Chargers just sat down and unlocked himself in a room until he found something, and just build the game plan around it that day.
Isn't the Chargers head coach still Norv Turner?
I'm
think.
not sure.
I have a feeling it is. Let me see if I can find that out.
There's the Chargers, there's Alaska. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's still Norv Turner.
Yeah, it's Norv Turner. So yeah, good on Norv there. He figured it out.
He is a veteran coach. He does know a little. He's not. I mean, he probably isn't. I don't know if how well he's been with this particular team, but
okay.
He is a fairly knowledgeable guy. He's been head coach of the Redskins and the Raiders.
That's not a bad.
Actually, now looking at it, I don't think maybe he isn't as good as a coach as I'm giving him. He actually is listed as coaching the most games in NFL history among head coaches with an overall losing record. Forget what I said.
Well, whatever happened this season, he probably finally kind of found his groove. After all this time.
He did get to a few divisional games in his overall career, but yeah. When you have an overall losing record, I don't know how I don't know why. What a team would be thinking to pick you up.
Well, apparently the Chargers, and apparently they're not that wrong without it.
Riddler, you're echoing really badly.
I'll turn my thing down then. But I don't. These were the same Chargers though, who last week could hardly do anything, and then just suddenly out of nowhere, hey, we can play football again.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't.
Maybe their team just knows how to get those turnovers.
I just think that this was this was a case where Chargers were playing a worse team than they were, and we honestly all said the Chiefs were better. They're not. They're clearly not. We got that wrong.
Oh, they did lose 3. But the Chargers were actually they've got a good winning streak this season. Well, not a streak, but yeah, they've got a good winning record. 3 out of 4 now. So yeah, probably next week I am betting against Chargers.
Oh man, Ben, baby!
What are you doing, Rex?
Well, you know who I'm betting against at this point? I ain't betting against the Texans.
No. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Texans are pretty much going as strong as ever.
Houston Texans travel. Well, no, they don't travel. They were at home, weren't they? Yeah, they were at home.
Yeah.
Titans traveled to the Texans, and wow. I was a bit about Texans. I just thought maybe they had a good schedule for the first bit, but no, they're just a good goddamn team. 38-14.
Yeah, Matt Schaub is a really, really amazing quarterback. Is just showing that how good he is. Basically, like last week he was like throwing just huge long passes. He has like a sick arm. And the Titans have on the other side have aging quarterback that was never really that good, Matt Hasselbeck.
Yeah, Hasselbeck.
Yeah.
The other big problem on the Titans is they have running back Chris Johnson, who a few years ago had this breakout season, like who basically like I think he broke the record that year for most rushing yards ever in a season, I think. And then ever since then has completely fallen. He like got. It's like all of his talent just got sucked into a black hole.
I think that black hole's called the Titans, dude.
I have no idea what happened. Why he's getting so few rushing yards? Did he just stop caring, or is it his offensive line just sucks? I don't know. I mean, even with a fairly bad offensive line, you should still be able to get some decent yards. And he's just not. He's doing nothing. He's doing nothing for that team. He might as well not even bother to show up, because that's basically what he's doing.
They need a new quarterback. They need a new quarterback. I'm sorry. He needs to go. He's done nothing for them.
No, not quarterback. That's running back.
Oh, running back. Yeah. They need a new running. They need a lot of new things on that team, dude.
Well, it's not exactly like they had the easiest of opponents here. I mean, Texans.
Yeah, I know it's the Texans, but the Titans aren't usually that. They're not this bad. Usually. Yeah.
Usually they're not facing people who are going undefeated and probably gonna keep going undefeated at least until the 6th week. Next week they're going up against the Jets.
Oh God, yeah, that's not looking good for them. The Jets are probably licking their chops to play the Titans right now, considering the season they're having.
I think the Jets even have an injury at this point. Let me check here. Yeah, they lost Holmes. The Jets lost Holmes.
Yeah, that's the other thing is the Jets just lost Santonio Holmes, so now they don't have one of their best receivers, and they also lost Darrelle Revis, so things are not looking good for the Jets at all. They're falling apart.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, something I wanted to mention about the Jets game is that the fans were booing the hell out of Mark Sanchez and already calling for Tebow, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you fans? Tim Tebow is not an NFL caliber quarterback and never will be.
Yeah, but he might not be an NFL quality quarterback, but he's entertaining. People want
I guess if you like watching a train wreck.
That's what I was gonna say. It's also entertaining to watch clowns, but I wouldn't give him a football and tell him to run.
I mean, Tim Tebow seems like the kind of guy that might be suited for some like an entirely different football league entirely.
Tim
He just
Tebow
does
is
not.
the kind.
At this
Have you
point,
seen some of
if
the
Mark Sanchez,
sports movies? Have you ever seen some of the sports movies where, that quarterback or that running back is so talented, he's showing off, he's doing all these moves. That's what Tim Tebow wants to be. He doesn't want to be a player. He doesn't want to play football for the NFL. He wants to show off. That's what he is. Yeah, I'm sorry for all the Tim Tebow fans out there, but yeah.
yeah,
Show off, bring it on.
And the honestly, if Mark Sanchez is not doing well for this team, and Tim Tebow obviously isn't the answer, the Jets need to go to their third stringer, Greg McElroy. That's who they need to put in now. Because at least you don't really have not too many expectations. Although I've heard good things about him actually. He has to be better. He can't possibly be worse than Sanchez and Tebow at this point.
Right about now, I'd be looking for my options. By the way,
and Tebow would be out faster than you can say Tebow time if they put him in, because back when he was at Denver, he actually had a decent offensive line. Jets don't have that.
Yeah.
No. And speaking of teams that don't have anything, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Irrelevant.
Can you say cat curse?
Cat curse. Cincinnati Bengals at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Bengals get 27. Jacksonville Jaguars get 10.
Once again, they cheated their fate of being
Let's
a
go,
cat
Bengals.
team by having their logo be a bee with stripes on it.
They realized, I think their logo used to be a cat, and they were like, God, our team sucks. Let's just change the logo, see where that goes. And suddenly they're like, Rah! We're the Bengals!
Well, it helped. It kind of helped that they got rid of that Carson Palmer.
No, it was all the logo.
Left
All the logo.
and fucking
all the logo.
Chad Johnson.
No, it was all the logo.
Trust us, Roxanne. No matter how much you try to look at the stats, it's all gonna go down to the logo.
All gonna go down to the logo when it comes to the cats, my friend. When it comes to the cats, if it's a bee with a stripe, that cat is gonna win. Because it's not an actual cat, it's a bee with stripes. So,
Yep.
God damn it. Just, have we got anything else to say about this game? The Jaguars played terribly.
Actually, yes, there is something to say about this game. This was, I believe, the most boring game in this week.
Was it more boring than the Cowboys game?
Yep.
That sounds
The
pretty
Cowboys
fun.
were at least entertaining to watch because what a
And
fucking
they're
train wreck.
entertainingly bad.
Yes. This was nothing. This has nothing.
Blaine Gabbert. Let me just read off the stats for
And
Blaine
Blaine-
Gabbert, because this is
Albert?
just for the amount of passes he threw.
He
The
should have
yards he got is just disproportionate here. 23 out of 34 for 186 yards. Yikes.
That's not exactly bad, but still, it's not exactly bad. But yeah, considering the other team, I mean, it's not like the Bengals did that much better. It's pretty much the same amount of attempted carries, but they only got out with like 60 more yards. That's like 2 yards per carry each. more than their opponents, which are the Jaguars. So when you look at it, the Bengals weren't really playing that much better. It's just that the Jaguars really suck too.
Uh-huh.
Well,
And
yeah. I guess it's just kind of a pick your poison thing with that.
yeah,
Then I'm speaking of poison. Could we just try and poison the whole entire Raiders team and stop them from coming out onto the football field next week?
Is it because their lips are venom, this poison?
well,
I
technically, this is probably that would probably be a mercy kill right about now.
It really would. It really would. Because friggin' Oakland Raiders 6, Denver Broncos 37,
Denver Broncos.
31 points.
Denver Broncos.
31 points.
Yeah, Denver Broncos.
What was there to say about this game?
Well, I will say that the thing here is that Manning is Peyton Manning's big question right now is his arm strength after the surgeries, and a lot of the passes he was throwing weren't too much more than 10 yards. But he'll take it if you give it to him.
Trust me, I can guarantee you the Bengals or the Jaguars would love somebody who can throw 10 yards a down. A carry, sorry. But right about now, they love somebody like Peyton Manning. So let's not go down. Let's not be down on Peyton Manning that much because
Yeah.
He may not win the
Despite
Super Bowl,
Manning
but
had
he's still
an
pretty
awesome
decent.
day. Listen to this: 30 of 38. So only he missed on 8 attempts, 338 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
That is something, dude.
Wow. I'm sorry. Yeah. If you can't if he's getting that many passes off and not missing much, your defense is in shambles.
Yeah. The Broncos.
You got two field goals. That's all you got was 2 field. You didn't even get a touch. Didn't even get a touchdown. You didn't even get a touchdown.
Did they get a safety?
No, they got 2 field goals.
Riddler, you mad, bro?
I am mad because speaking of
you are mad, bro.
Speaking of field goals. Now I know the agreement for this game was if I got my prediction wrong, everyone could call me an idiot. Okay? Cardinals and Dolphins. I was the only one out of all of us that picked Dolphins. And I came so goddamn close.
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
No, right, okay. This game gets tied up, it goes into overtime, and the Cardinals win by a field goal. I was damn close to predicting that the Dolphins would end the Cardinals streak.
You know,
and it came down.
all I can hear is you saying you're an idiot.
I know. I make the same argument to a lot of other fans. It's like, well, if they lost by a field goal, they may as well have lost by a touchdown. If they lost by 1 point, they may as well have lost by 3. Blah, 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 blah. But I get it. No matter how many points you lose by, you lose. But, so close. So goddamn close. Not fair.
Yeah,
but
it's okay, dude. It's okay, dude. We know you're an idiot.
But you lost, so there you go.
Yeah.
At least I have an excuse for doing poorly.
And probably the biggest surprise of all the teams in the NFL, the Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals are undefeated, 4-0.
What the fuck are they drinking?
God, what's
Because I
happening
want
to
some,
football?
because apparently it gives you superpowers here.
And they don't even have exactly the best quarterback in Kevin Kolb. How does that work?
They're doing something right. Let's look at the stats here.
I mean, yeah, they have a great defense, but that
Okay,
defense,
but,
that defense just did give up 21 points.
yeah.
Why are you typing so much, Riddler?
Riddler, when you're typing, mute yourself.
Stop typing, you naughty prick.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Go ahead and have a look, Rector.
Yeah, so what I
Yes.
can say here is that they've got a pretty good a couple of good receiving players here. Fitzgerald and Roberts were doing pretty good.
Fitzgerald is awesome.
Yeah. Oh, besides Hardline, I don't
follow. I don't really follow the Cardinals, and I don't follow the draft and all that, so I don't know who they picked up. But it's always seemed to me like that same Arizona team that just could never get anything done.
Well, maybe
And now
all of the
suddenly
people
they're
that they're
getting things
getting are going into the extras, whilst they acclimatize themselves to the team. You might see in like a year or two that.
Arizona
there are a lot of fumbles in this
when they
team
won the
here.
Super Bowl, but that was, what's his name on quarterback? I'm forgetting now.
Jeff Dermalin.
No,
That was one of the guys from Deadliest Warrior.
he was the former Rams quarterback. I'm trying to remember his fucking name.
Oh, Mr. Blobby.
But no, yeah, the Cardinals are by no stretch of the by no means a perfect team right now. There were a lot of fumbles in this game.
Mark Henry?
Yeah, I think that was him.
Yeah, I think it was ever since they lost. Once they lost that quarterback, and I can't believe I'm brain for his name. He just the team didn't really have.
Jamarcus Russell. Yeah, Rocktan, you sound like you're miles away. Get closer to your mic.
The team
Riddler, when you typing, mute.
The team never really.
The production
recovered
values here
from losing him.
We're on this
that
shit when we
quarterback,
get to Staticast. You do know that, don't you?
Okay.
Okay, so but yeah, Tannehill. If he could stop missing so much.
Kurt
Dolphins
Warner,
would've
for
won.
God's sake, why couldn't I remember Kurt Warner? That's who it was.
How could you not remember Kurt Warner?
I don't know. I just brain farted on the name.
He was trying to get us to remind him for a while.
Okay.
But yeah, right now Tannehill, if he can stop missing so much, the Dolphins would have probably crushed the Cardinals in this game.
They were doing a lot better than they had been previously in this game, and this was why I knew they'd do better, and that's why I thought they might pull out a win, and they were so goddamn close. But unfortunately, the Dolphins, a team I really do like, they're one of my favorites, 1-3. Cardinals are 4-0, and I don't care. I'm gonna pick the Dolphins again next week, for this week even. So fuck you. Unless they're on a bye. If they're on a bye, I'll even pick them if they're on a bye. So
No, they're not on a bye. They're on a bye in week 7. So you see.
Okay, I'll actually need to look at the team they're facing first, actually, before.
It's Cincinnati. It's okay. It's
Cincinnati.
the Bengals.
They're winning.
Let's go Bengals.
No, they're winning.
Let's go Bengals.
Speaking of teams winning, and this was probably a fluke win, to be honest with you. Washington Redskins against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I
the
don't think this was a fluke win. The Buccaneers are not a good team.
Well, the Buccaneers aren't a good team now, but they're in the middle of improving.
They're a team
Yeah,
that's-
the Buccaneers are really
The Buccaneers now are
struggling
better
here.
than they were 2 years ago.
Yeah, they do have some pieces that they're getting, and that are starting to make them look like they could be a decent team. But I think they have a ways to go yet before. I think they need more. They need a little more rebuilding before they're going to be a good team again.
Yeah,
Dude, they were starting to rebuild like I think it was like 2 years ago. It takes a long time to build a team.
And with especially when it comes to football, people have time for it to take a long time.
People have time, yeah. It's not a team that's going to be instantly good. It's not. It's kind of one of them teams that like kind of needs to get the feel of their season. Kind of needs to get the steam going before they really go on any kind of streak, before they get any kind of major wins. And then they might miss the playoffs, but they'll have had a good season, and then they'll improve a bit on off season. It might be another slow start for a few more years, but eventually, it'll come down. Eventually, this team will improve. Josh Freeman is, I think, a really good quarterback for his status right now. I think
he's not that bad actually.
he's not that bad for like. I guess you could still call him a rookie. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess you could still call Freeman a rookie.
Considering how long he's been on the team, yeah, I guess he's doing pretty well for how long he's been on the team.
Yeah.
Which isn't that long, by the way, is what I'm saying.
Wasn't that long. No, I think, yeah. Yeah, Josh Freeman's really good for his status right now, so I think he's going to help. A few more pieces on that team put together, and we might see something come out of Tampa. It's just going to take a while. That's what happens when you got a coach come into a team and they fucked him over, and then you have to completely rebuild them. And that's what happened to Tampa. They had a coach that came in years ago, fucked him over, and now they had to completely rebuild, and it happens, unfortunately. We got the New Orleans Saints at the Packers. We all pick Packers except Ali.
Well, to be honest, I think I said it last week, but this was gonna be a close game. This wasn't gonna be an easy game, either way.
I honestly didn't expect it. I expected the Packers to come out and play inspired, and they really didn't.
Good.
Yeah, so did I actually. But
Damn it, Riddler.
yeah,
In your drop
at the very least, I called it being close.
Yeah, it was really close. Really.
It was.
It's
really
a
close.
shame that the Packers aren't a worse team, because like, if they were, there's the obvious joke of calling them the Fudge Packers.
Yeah, the Packers had to really fight for this win, especially since they almost lost thanks to yet another bad call. This time by the real refs. Now, Aaron Rodgers had 319 yards and 4 touchdowns. Breeze had 446 yards and 3 touchdowns. By the way, he has now tied the mark for basically throwing a touchdown for basically throwing at least one touchdown in every single game he's played for like 47 games now.
We're talking about Breeze or Rodgers?
Breeze did. Breeze has tied the mark set by Johnny Unitas. 47 games with 47 games throwing at least one touchdown.
But I gotta say, the guy is pretty hit or miss. I think that's really what brought them down at the end.
No.
With the way he's throwing, he should be getting with the way he's playing, he should be getting a lot more passes through. But
Yeah, that's
for
what I'm
some
saying.
reason,
Like
he isn't.
he was like the 2011 record holder for passing yards or something like that. Or passing, I think it was either passing. I think it was passing yards. I know he won
Yeah.
the 2000. He won that record in 2011 for the most passing yards in a season. So the guy's good. He airs it out really well a lot of the times, and then just suddenly, like, he'll have a really good season in the air, and then the next season he'll just suddenly flop and forget how to throw a ball. He's really inconsistent.
Which is what's happening here. Despite getting more yards than Rodgers here, he still has a worse ratio with attempts and captures.
Yeah, he does.
And
it's just a weird thing with Breeze. Like, he'll have a really good season one year, and then the next season he just sucks.
Now, the big controversial call happened just after Green Bay had regained the lead with a touchdown throw to Jordy Nelson. Now, during the ensuing kickoff, Darren Sproles fumbled the ball but was ruled down, and replays clearly show that the ball came loose, but the Packers were out of timeouts and they couldn't challenge it. And the Packers fans were pissed.
Well, it's Packers, dude. It's Packers fans.
Now,
they're fans. Period.
Yeah, the honeymoon. Yeah, the Saints then got into field goal.
Well, to be fair, hold on. To be fair, this is the Packers, right? This would have been the second week in a row where they felt, well, refs screwed us over from getting more points. They won the game, but it's the second week in a row where the refs kind of made a blown call in a Packers game. So I can understand the refs, the fans getting mad at that.
Yeah, it's getting a bit ridiculous now.
The Saints then got into field goal range, hit it, but then got called. Now, the sequence of events that happened here were crazy. The Saints got into field goal range, hit the field goal, hit it right, I think. They actually got the field goal, but got called for holding, forcing a re-kick. Now, when he kicked that one, and it hit what? Forced a re-kick. But during the kick, the Packers got called for encroachment, and finally the kicker their field goal kicker had to hit it from 48 yards. He missed. The fans cheered.
Yeah,
Now the fans initially cheered when the refs took the field, but the honeymoon did not last long at all. After a controversial call happened in the very first quarter.
Well, again, that's just because there was a team that had already been screwed over by refs. So if it happens again, of course they're going to call a ball.
Yeah, and there were two other calls that they didn't care for.
Yeah, it's not like this was the only bad call on the night. It was more than one.
Yeah, so Packers improved the 2-2. Saints are still winless.
Which is fucking weird, man.
No.
Sean Payton must have had at this point has probably had to be placed in a hospital. He probably just after watching this game just collapsed.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame the dude.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't blame him. Then I wouldn't also blame anyone watching the Giants-Eagles game for collapsing. From complete and utter boredom.
So who won?
Now, here's the thing, though, is that
nobody won.
Vic actually did get. Either the Giants just did not play well on defense, or Vic's offensive line actually decided to show up for this game, because he was not really getting hit too much.
Well, he wasn't really passing with that well either, but who's counting? but really, the fuck up of this, the fuck up of this game was Manning, I'd say, because dear God, the amount of captures and this guy should be getting with his reputation, it should not be about half.
Yeah. This is Eli Manning, MVP of the league, a couple, like, was it either a year ago or two? I'm not sure when he got it. How does Eli Manning stink it up?
Again, he's kind of one of them inconsistent quarterbacks. He'll have a really good season, along with, well, the Giants is kind of an inconsistent team. They'll have a really good season. They'll go on a streak. They won the Super Bowl last year. And then just out of nowhere, our defense doesn't know what it's doing. Our quarterback's stinking the joint out. We're fucked.
I have just found out that my knife can cut through cans like a normal knife would cut through butter.
I heard. I actually heard it.
Yes.
So yeah,
Oh.
the Giants stunk it up, but the Eagles almost stank it up just as much. Speaking of stinking up the joint,
And by the way, though, it's just crazy considering the Eagles are not really playing that well, yet somehow they're coming away with wins. They're 3-1, and pretty much every game, almost every game they've won has been like a 2-point lead, a 2-point game. That's crazy.
well, no. Yeah, it is. Well, no. They beat the Ravens by 1 point.
Well, yeah, 2 points or less. What is going on?
Fuck if I know, dude. But yeah, like I said, speaking of stinking up the joint, the final match of the night, or not the night, the week.
Chicago Bears. At
Monday
Dallas
Night
Cowboys.
Football.
Monday
Proof
night.
positive that ever since Disney has purchased ESPN, they are trying to kill off the franchise.
Monday Night Football. This game was terrible. This game was awful.
It was the best game ever.
Shit, dude, I could have told you that.
Okay,
I
dude,
mean, it's the
seriously,
fucking Bears.
Nathan, for a long time, I thought your prediction of 3-0 might have actually come true. And then out of nowhere, things started to happen, and I just breathed a sigh of relief because I'd made a bet that if Nathan was right, I'd have called him a football genius. So I breathed a sigh of relief, and then I realized, wait, I'm still watching a shitty game here. Never fucking mind.
I'm still watching the
I
Bears.
still wish they'd come through, you know. It would have been hilarious.
Did I make the right pick on this? Because I hope I did.
I almost called the Cowboys right. I thought I said about 21. What, didn't I? Or 22?
I'm going to tell you this now. Everyone and their tiebreaker guesses, completely wrong.
Yeah.
I was the closest.
No, you don't get a point for being the closest. You don't get a point for being the closest. You get a point for getting one score right, you get 2 for getting both.
That is just bullshit, dude. It's so unlikely to get scores right, you know?
Exactly.
If someone guessed the score, they should get like 5 points at least.
Nope.
No, it's just a tiebreaker, dude. You only need 1 point. Because you're tied anyway.
It's so yeah. If it's to break a tie, then it should be the one who's closest then.
And speaking of points, well, no one was really close.
I lose!
Speaking of points, okay. Now I'm gonna pretend, you guys, that you're listening to this show. There's 2 Brits, there's 2 Americans, and there's a Middle Eastern. Who's in the lead?
The guy furthest away from the shit happening.
Verde, you are in the lead with 13 points.
Wow.
Rob is second with 11. Me and Rock10 are joint third with 10. 10 each. Ali is 4th with 8. Nathan, you're dead last with 7.
Yes! What's my prize?
You're going to support the Colts for a year if this keeps up.
Do I get to sit on a throne of failure?
Yes,
you
you
do. You get to sit on the Colts logo for the rest of next season.
A throne of the throne of
I
failure.
gotta wear
The throne of
shirt.
failure,
you
aka the
You
Colts
get to
stands.
sit on the Colts logo that's covered with shit.
Dude, if I lose,
You
I get to sit on
wear
the
the
Buffalo
jersey,
Bills
dude.
Buffalo, and I get
Get
to ride.
to-
I get to ride into the horizon of shit. So
Can I not just like sit on all of the Colts' faces?
No.
Well,
I-
that can be a proper
Yeah.
replacement, I suppose.
Well, you could make it up this week, Nathan, and we're gonna do predictions.
Woohoo!
But hang on. Let me talk about this Bears Cowboy game because, wow. I mean, Cutler is not that good, but I completely downplayed the Bears defense, and I really shouldn't because their defense.
No. The one mistake we made was fucking Tony fucking Romo.
Well,
He needs to
yeah.
go.
That dude.
He needs to go.
How the fuck is he still playing?
He needs to go.
Well, the
He
first
needs to
he
go.
had 5 picks in it. Now, 2 of them you could say weren't exactly his fault, but the other 3, yeah, that was all him. To the point that they actually, by the end of the game, benched him for former Bear quarterback Kyle Orton, which just makes me laugh.
The thing is, Orton was doing pretty good. 9 out of 10 captures.
Is this Randy Orton?
No,
Okay.
No, Kyle Orton.
This is as much as I know.
This guy is like the
Yeah,
exact opposite.
Kyle
of
Orton-
Randy
no,
Orton.
Guy, this game was awful. Okay, Tony Romo could not throw the goddamn ball. He couldn't do anything with that ball.
you're
Guy
not-
needs to go. Cowboys fan. No, Cowboys fan.
No, Riddler,
One of
are
the most
you not?
passionate fans in some of the most passionate, ridiculous fans I've ever met out of any football fan. You need to stop praising Romo and stop being a Romosexuals. Just
So you
realize
want a homosexual?
the guy needs to go. The dude
I'm
is done.
serious here.
No
I'm looking
no
at
matter
this-
who you are, you cannot be throwing the ball to a team that in the area of the Bears jersey who fucking feast on turnovers to the point that they are first in the league in turnover ratio. That if you throw the ball in their area, someone's waiting on the other side going, "Yes, please, I'll take that."
Here's the
Everyone knows
thing.
that. Everyone knows when they're facing the Bears. Well, I wouldn't say everyone knows because everyone just suddenly forgets how to play
Apparently,
football.
Tony Romo doesn't know.
No, I was
Nobody
going to say
told them.
I was just correcting myself. Apparently, everyone doesn't know about the Bears defense because the moment they go to face the Bears, they just forget how to play football, and the Bears eke out a win.
The thing is here, when I'm looking at the stats here, if they had put Orton in from the start, they could have won.
Yeah.
But they had to go with this Mr. Superstar, Tony. I don't know what the
Mr.
Bears
fucking
defense looks
Superstar.
like, Romo.
When your franchise quarterback has to be benched for Kyle Orton, get rid of him.
Yeah, to kind of illustrate the lack of knowledge I have. Right now, what I'm doing is going through my coin collection to choose a coin to flip for every pick I make.
That might be a bad idea, dude.
Control. You'll be out of control.
That might be a terrible idea.
Well, for a couple of picks. Should I use a halfpenny? That'd be fun.
Go ahead.
Use
But-
double
but-
heads and just no. You should use a double-sided coin and just fuck up with your picks. They're like, what do I do?
Okay, I am going to flip a 100,000 lira coin.
Okay.
With
Anyway.
on its back, the back it has Mustafa Kemal.
Is that Turkish?
It's very nice, Nathan. Can we move on
Turkish
from
money.
that? Can we move
Yeah,
on
one
from
last
that?
thing. I'm starting to consider Romo as a contender for the most stupid player in the league.
He's the most broken down player.
He's
in the
going
league.
head to head now with Bomar.
You know what? Bring Bomar back. Put him on the Cowboys. I bet you he'll do a better job than Romo's doing right now.
Yeah.
I would put money on that.
It'd be easy. Bomar, don't throw it in there.
Okay.
Yeah, Bomar, go throw football. Bomar throw football. Bomar throw football. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but then you'd have Bomar sexuals.
Hey, dude, I'd be.
If he
Bomar.
plays
Hey, dude,
good, I'm fine with them doing that. As long as he's a good player.
Bomar's not a good player.
Yeah, I know.
he deserves
Anything's
more
better
credit.
than Romo at this point.
He deserves more credit than he gets. Because when he was with the Giants, he was starting to show some potential, but then they got rid of him. Get him on the Cowboys. Jerry Jones, if you're listening to this, get rid of Romo. It's time the man retired.
Yeah, the man needs
I have
But
one of the
in
half
Kyle
dozen
Orton,
people.
he did better than Romo. I mean,
His Jones.
I want Bomar to have a chance, goddammit. He deserves it. He really does. After the shit he's been through, he really deserves it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the chance that you get now, Nathan. This week in football, let's see.
Alright, let's do this.
All right, the Thursday night game, October 4th, NFL Network Cardinals at the St. Louis Rams. I've got the Cardinals because I got the Cardinals. I know the Rams are at home. I know that they somehow managed to get a win. I don't know how they did it, but they did. They're against the Rams. Cardinals are undefeated. Rams suck ass. It's the Cardinals.
It's the Rams and it's the Cardinals.
God, everyone.
I don't think this is much of a contest here.
Rocktan, is this your random pick of the week?
no, I'm picking the Cardinals.
Okay, because last week you made just as much of a crazy pick.
Okay, I haven't got Ali and Rob, but I'm assuming they're also going to pick the Cardinals unless they're stupid. So,
Yeah.
Eagles.
We are talking about Rob and Ali here.
This is true. Now we go into the Sunday night games, 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox. Eagles travel to the Pittsburgh Steelers to face Ben Roethlisberger. And remember what I said last week? Philadelphia Eagles defense. Philadelphia Eagles defense. Please try and injure this man. Please. Please. This man is scum.
Here's the thing about Ben Roethlisberger. As much as we might hate him, he's a big, tough guy, and he's not easy to bring down.
I'd charge every single man you get a sumo wrestler just for 1 week on your team.
Get Mark Henry.
Just have him destroy Ben Roethlisberger, please.
That would be
Let's go
hilarious.
to every
Sort of
other
like,
team
there's a serious game going on in the background. Oh, pain! World's Strongest Slam! Oh my god!
Seriously.
Just go to every team and tell them, give us your best linebacker for just one game, so we can injure Roethlisberger.
Yeah, go to everyone. Go to the Baltimore defense. They'd be happy injuring Roethlisberger because they'd be happy to injure anyone. To be honest with you, they're the Ravens defense. But just saying, I mean, one of them's a friggin' murderer.
Go to the Packers. The Packers will probably give you the entire line.
I mean, the Ravens have a murderer on their team, for God's sake. So he might go out there and actually kill Roethlisberger, which again.
He's just going to come out there with a pump-action shotgun, and when the game starts, he's going to blow the mother away.
And you know what? It would be more American justice served to him than what he got in court.
Yes.
Just saying, you're scum, Ben Roethlisberger. You really are. Yeah, fuck you. 1 p.m. Eastern Time, Fox. The Green Bay Packers, the twice screwed over by
Didn't we even say who we're picking?
Oh, we didn't even say who we were picking. I was so angry and I'm picking the Eagles because I'd like them to injure Ben Roethlisberger.
I'm unfortunately gonna. As much as I hate Ben Roethlisberger, he is unfortunately kind of a good quarterback. And even though the Pittsburgh defense is kind of missing some of their guys,
Yeah, dude. If you're gonna pick on the quarterback, the Eagles have Michael Vick. I'm sorry, Michael Vick is better than Roethlisberger.
Actually, this is the bad.
I don't think so. I don't here. I think the Pittsburgh even though they're missing pieces can cause Vic a lot of problems, and I think this is going to be a loss for the Eagles. So I'm picking. As much as I hate the Steelers, I'm picking them.
Well, to be honest, here's the thing. I just realized this. This is the match of the scumbags. It's Vic versus Roethlisberger.
Yeah, I know what Vic did was just utterly and disgraceful and sick, but he didn't rape somebody.
Yeah.
What did he do again?
Michael Vick, he had a dogfighting ring in his basement.
Oh, fuck that guy.
The other guy raped somebody.
The other guy raped like 2 people and got away with it.
Oh yeah, 2. Sorry.
Yeah, he raped one. He raped one, and it turned out the woman was just a little crazy, and she was actually hoping that she'd got pregnant from it. But the second time, no, that was legit rape.
If there wasn't as much money invested in some of these players in the sport itself, or maybe somebody, I don't know what you would need to do, because I guarantee that the players union would probably be against this, but if we're gonna stop this kind of stuff, there should be a statement sent to the players that engage in criminal activity. You screw up once, you're gone.
I don't know about a one strike system.
You don't get to come back. You don't even get to come back, even if you did time. You're done.
I'm not sure about a single strike system, but yeah, whatever.
Not a single strike.
No, it should be bullshit. It should be, as soon as you do something like this, you should be going to pound your ass prison. Fuck that.
Oh yeah. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I don't mean that. I don't mean in that sense. I mean in the sense that you're out of the NFL. Yeah, you'll be out of the NFL.
You're fired and you're in pound you in the ass prison.
Well,
yeah, you're but I mean, he's saying
one
that
strike system isn't the best idea, especially for some more minor offenses. But if it's severe enough, yeah, fuck you.
If you're raping people,
if it's Michael Vick and Ben Roethlisberger, yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, the Eagles still have a better all-round team, so I'll be picking them over what would they? Steelers. For some reason, I just forgot.
No, it's okay, dude. I missed the teams a lot, so.
I already said who I was picking, so.
Who are you picking?
The bird ones.
So.
The Eagles.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a good instinct to go by. The birds are apparently winning. Well, unless you're the Seahawk, I don't suppose you could call that a bird. That's not a real bird.
Okay, so the Green Bay Packers travel to Nathan's most hated team, the Indianapolis Colts.
Packers. I vote for Packers.
Packers.
Simply because the Colts are shit and the Packers were kind of humiliated last week.
Yeah, this is probably going to be, if it's not this game, maybe some other bad team down the line if the Packers are facing them. This is maybe this is going to be the team where the Packers go, it's time to destroy someone for the shit we suffered.
This is going to be the revenge.
Maybe
the luck.
Maybe we'll have to wait for that until the Packers face the Seahawks again. I don't know.
Oh God, I'm thinking this could be my upset.
No. Fuck you.
Really?
Well, if their luck
hold on.
continues...
You gotta look at it my way. Packers so far have been having the worst luck.
Dude,
this
it's
season.
the Colts. Oh.
Packers have been having the worst luck this season.
They don't need to have luck to beat the fucking...
No, just 2 weeks ago.
They didn't need
just
luck
And the
last
Colts
week.
have luck.
Just last week in football. Last week, Rodgers got 8 sacks against him, dude. 8 friggin' sacks. That's not good. Okay, I know refs screwed you over, but refs don't really kind of, tell, hey, defense, go sack that guy. No, that's your offensive line being incompetent as hell, not being able to protect your quarterback, okay? They're getting low-scoring games.
But the Colts...
Yeah, I know, dude.
Then there was the Seahawks, dude.
But
The Seahawks aren't
Worse
exactly...
than the Seahawks.
Not that much.
By far.
No, dude. No. I'm sorry, but it's not really that big a
the Colts
difference.
are what happens when you take a team, right, that are based around one person, and then take that one person away.
Yeah, he's got a point, but...
He's got a point. I mean, when Peyton Manning got injured last season, the Colts had no clue what to do. They were, completely lost.
I mean, I think it's going to be a fluke. I just think the way the Packers have had the luck and the way that they've been playing so far, they're either going to have to really step it up and bring back the way that the Packers usually play.
Let's go Packers! Ugh.
They need to play the way that the Packers use. I'm a Packers fan and all, but I'm picking the upset here. I am a Packers fan, but I am picking the upset here just because of the way they've been playing, and the luck they've been having is terrible.
The Colts, dude.
Dude, they've been having close-scoring games, low, close-scoring games against teams that they really should have been beaten. Let's be honest, they should have beaten easily. Teams that they could have blown out. And I know that was the refs.
Technically, the refs took points away from them anyway, so...
I know the refs took points away from them.
It wasn't really as close as it should have been.
I know refs took points away from him, but you cannot argue against a guy getting sacked 8 times. I'm sorry.
When the Colts lose, I'm never going to let you live this down.
Yeah, I'm going with the Packers.
Yeah, the Colts. I think it's gonna be. Dude, I don't understand you can justify this pick. I mean. Seattle, we didn't really think they had that good of a defense, but they're at least semi-decent. This is the fucking Colts who've been built as an offensive team. They don't have much of a defense at all.
And they don't have an offense anymore.
Technically, no. They don't.
Yeah, but the Packers are fucking up a lot as well this season.
Yeah, dude, they could play the fucking Colts blindfolded and they'd win.
Yeah, we said that about the last team that they were playing, and they only won by 1 point.
Well, you can't really.
So
I'm thinking this is gonna be like the Ravens versus the Browns.
I really think that Colts could get the upset here. It could be a
I
giant
really don't
fluke.
know how. I don't know.
No, it could be it's going to be the biggest fluke in NFL history. This is going to be like, what the fuck has happened to the Packers? The fans are going to go, what the hell is going on here? And then
technically, you're kind of a fluke yourself. I mean, you do realize the chances of it happening if it's a fluke are close to none.
I don't know why I'm thinking the call. It's just I might change it.
Okay.
I might change it.
Okay, that's
you want to pick it that way.
Yeah. So if anyone's listening, that was Riddler's completely insane crack dream pick of the week.
Oh yeah! Oh man, Colts are gonna win. Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, Colts are running down with like blue lines running. They're fucking super fast, man. They're like the Flash, man.
There's fucking dolphins coming out of the Colts' eyes, man.
The Dolphins are diving out of the Colts' helmets. What the fuck is going on, man?
Well, it's 1 point either way, so it doesn't really matter if they win or not.
Yeah. Now,
yeah.
I hope nobody's going to go for the upset with this game. Cleveland Browns New York Giants.
Either way you look at it, it's still an upset.
Well,
I mean, if the Giants win, well, I didn't really have that much faith in them in the beginning.
okay. Well, you see, the Giants have been playing weird this year, so it must mean that the Browns are gonna win.
Is this your crackhead pick of the week,
Fuck no.
Nathan?
he was mimicking me very.
I
terribly.
know. I was just being an idiot for the sake of idiocy.
I'm not gonna be able to make up any points if I keep picking the same thing everyone does.
Yeah,
know,
but yeah.
This is honestly believe it or not, this is kind of a
Are
tough.
you seriously gonna pick the Browns?
I'm not out and out gonna say I picked the Browns. I just don't.
Yeah, we heard you. Everyone heard it.
This
pick
is
the
the
Browns.
pick I'm kind of
But that's the
struggling with
list.
because I mean,
How are
as
you struggling?
bad the Browns are,
How are you
Giants.
struggling?
The Giants played terrible last week.
Yeah, this is like picking between shit and shittier.
It's the fucking Browns. At least the Giants have a win record.
You know what? I'm gonna make this.
Technically, it's
I'm gonna
So
make
this is Roxanne's.
Hold on,
fight
hold
for the
on,
week.
hold on, Rock10. If you're gonna pick the Browns, you can't give me shit for picking the Colts, dude.
I'm
he's
gonna
got a point there.
I'm gonna coin flip this one. I'm gonna coin flip this one. This is my
The fact that you genuinely consider the Browns means you can't give me shit for my pick.
Okay, head. I'm gonna go heads. It's the Giants. Tails. It's the Browns. And
Oh, God,
How fitting.
you're flipping a coin for this. Wow. Okay.
it's heads. So
Even karma, even luck, even if you believe in God, even God thinks, fuck this, the Browns aren't winning.
Look, Big Daddy V could defeat the Browns by himself.
Okay, all of us here, just as a team as we are now.
Yeah.
In
Even if I forgot my asthma inhaler.
we could defeat the Browns. Okay,
yeah,
they're
so,
that bad.
thanks to the coin flip, I'm picking the Giants. So
Is everyone else Giants and not crazy like Rock10 and actually considering the Browns?
Yeah.
It's Giants. Pretty
Okay.
much Giants.
You can't give me shit for that Colts pick now, dude. You really can't.
Yeah.
I know you picked the Giants, but you were considering the Browns, and that's just bad enough.
Speaking of insane picks,
Same picks. Why? Where are you going with this?
Falcons versus Redskins.
Oh, Falcons. Well, how's that an insane pick?
Well, it would be an insane pick to pick the Redskins.
Oh, it would be an insane pick to pick the Redskins, but I think that Rob, when I get his, he's going to pick the Redskins because it's his home team and he's a homer.
Well, yeah, you can't blame him for that one either. I mean, you gotta pick your own team, even if you know they're gonna lose. It's called support. It's like being married.
I'm a
Even if you
hometown
know
guy.
your
I'm a
spouse is
homer
something
guy,
like
and
that.
I'm not gonna always pick my own team if I have a feeling they're going to lose.
Yeah, you picked them even when they won. You didn't pick them even when they won.
Yeah, you didn't pick them when they won. That's true. Yeah. Okay. Well,
But yeah,
I'm going. I'm gonna.
Rocktan, that was like saying, you know, Jesus is very impressive, but I think Bob could rise from the dead again.
Yeah, that,
I don't know where you're getting that analogy.
Look, has anyone got the Falcons? Has anyone got the Redskins even?
No.
I think maybe the Redskins might be able to put up some points, but they're not going to put up too many.
Yeah. I'm going for 6 for Redskins.
Really, 6 for Redskins? Should that? Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I would say maybe 7 or 14, but
We're not picking the score on that one.
Yeah.
I would say not more than 14.
But yeah, picking the Redskins here because you're home, it's kind of like getting married. You gotta support them, even if you know they're fuck-ups.
Okay. The Miami Dolphins travel to the Cincinnati Bengals, and I am picking the Dolphins because they were close to beating the Cardinals, so goddamn close, and I think that they're getting into the swing of things now. I hope that they are, and I think they're gonna beat the Bengals, and the cat curse is going to apply for this team for 1 week, and then they're going to go back to normal.
Yeah, the Bengals may not be cats, but they still get partial cursed because they still have a name that's named after a cat. So I think they're gonna lose this one.
Okay, me and Verde Dolphins. What about you two guys?
Well, I am actually going to have this as my upset pick of the week. Just because I like the Bengals. No other reason than that.
I wouldn't see it as an upset.
I'd see it as that.
Fair enough. What about you? What about you,
I'm
Roger?
well, the Dolphins seem like they're an okay team. I think the Bengals are a little better. So
Okay, so me and Verde Dolphins. You guys are Bengals.
Guys, are you still there, or is it me that got disconnected?
I think you might have got disconnected, dude. We're here.
Yeah.
Me.
I think it was you. But anyway, yeah. Me and Verde are Dolphins. Me and Verde are Dolphins. Roxanne and Nathan are Bengals. So that's going to be interesting for us. So we'll see what Ali and Rob.
The picks are heating up.
The picks are heating up. Yes.
By the
Okay.
way, Riddler, we should not only go say what our overall scores are, but like say who had the best picks for each week.
I think that was the plan.
Oh.
We should totally do a fantasy football game next year.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do because we started later in the season. I didn't want to do the whole NFL thing, fantasy football and the pick'ems, because it wouldn't be exact. And it's not exact with this. I know that. But next season we'll start from preseason fantasy football and pigskin pick'ems, and we'll do it properly next year. But this is our own little thing. And
Yes, my team will be only Jamarcus Russell and Bomar. It will be the best team ever.
Okay, good luck with that.
I will have my first pick to Bomar. You do know that, don't you?
And good luck. I don't even know if you can pick him, but good luck with that.
It would be Jamarcus Russell, Bomar, and Tim Tebow.
Again, good luck with that. Baltimore Ravens travel to the Kansas City Chiefs. And I'm actually picking KC on this one.
Me too.
You're picking KC over the Ravens?
I'm picking KC over the Ravens, and I'm going to tell you why. They let too many points go up against them against the fucking Browns. The Chiefs...
Okay, I'm back.
Okay,
Can you hear us?
We're on the Ravens-Chiefs game.
Okay. I'm gonna
Actually,
go with
I've changed my pick. I'm going for the Ravens.
You're going for the Ravens. Well, let me explain first. Let me explain this. I'm not crazy. Well, I am, but still. Okay. The Ravens let the Browns put way too many points up against them for them being the Cleveland Browns, okay? This is the Ravens with a really strong defense, the legendary Ravens defense that can go through anything, and yet this year hasn't really gone through anything.
Well, I think they just underestimated the Browns more than anything else.
Yeah, I think they would just keep walking through that one.
They were just thinking of the Browns as a cruise through game.
Well, look, KC wasn't that good on the road. They're not that good on the road. They're good at home. They're at home. They got home field advantage. I think they just had a bad day against the San Diego Chargers. They're back at home. They're back in the.
So you're fearing the home dog.
To rip off to Darkness Tasty, yeah.
I'm picking the Ravens because the Chiefs have a terrible are doing terrible on turning over the ball, and against a good defensive team like the Ravens, yeah, if they're going to continue down that track, the Ravens are going to just eat, like they're going to be like turnovers for breakfast and eat them up.
Yeah. Well, this one, I'm going to pick this one by a coin flip because, to be honest,
So,
the Chiefs are...
okay.
Coin flip pick of the week.
Because the Chiefs are doing all right this season.
Yeah,
The Ravens
I think
have
that the coin flip pick of the week, like the coin should actually have its own like list on this sheet, and if the coin has the most like points at the end, then yeah.
No.
Hey,
Aww.
Ravens.
So you want
You just really want to get out of supporting the Colts, don't you?
Yes.
to try
Well,
the coin like a
Well there, Coin. It looks like you got
Oh
the
no.
Points.
If the coin flip has the least number, the least number at the end of it, we all have to support our worst teams.
Well, what's the point? We won.
No.
If it's the other way around, if the coin gets more, and by the way, my coin got heads, so I'm voting for the Ravens.
Okay, so everyone except me has got the Ravens.
This one, at least this one would not be an upset, to be honest. It's just depends on how the coin lands in your head.
Well, okay, tell you what.
Your logic is sound, but it isn't really that well thought through.
Your logic is sound. It could land either way, but I'm still thinking the Ravens here. Yeah, they've got their defense, and like we said, they cruised through the Browns game, so they shouldn't be too tired. They should be all wearing and ready to go.
Speaking of a team that's rolling, two teams that are rolling, but not because they're ready to go, just because they kind of trip over each other and fucking roll about the field.
Because they're falling down a hill.
Because they're falling down a hill, even though it's a football field, and somehow gravity's affecting them that bad.
The football field is tilted.
The Seahawks at Carolina Panthers. This is going to be a bad game.
I'm gonna have to go for the non-cat.
Yeah, Curse of the Cat.
Yeah, Curse of the Cat. I'm just gonna have to vote solely on Curse of the Cat.
Yeah,
I believe this one. I believe this one is gonna be my upset of the week.
Oh!
Woo!
Yeah, I'm going with the Panthers here because the Seahawks. I mean, yeah, the Panthers have actually been pretty close to breaking it so far. They're usually like 2 points behind on almost all of their games. So I don't think this if they play
also.
as yeah.
Also, wait, hold on.
But yeah, let me finish my point here. The Panthers, yeah, they've been playing good. It's just that they consistently playing against people who are better than them. The Seahawks are not at that level. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And now that the ordinary refs are back, there's no chance you're getting the game handed to you.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not saying no chance.
Well, there's a little chance.
There's very little chance.
yeah.
Because the refs do fuck up.
I am
Just a lot less than the replacement refs.
Yeah, I'm literally picking the Seahawks just because of the curse of the cat. I mean, we made it up as well.
You're agreeing with me on something football related. This is not a good idea.
I know, and it's our own made-up curse. It's not like the Madden curse, which has some legitimacy behind it. No, it's just we made this up. If it's a cat logo, the team automatically sucks, which kind of works.
You know,
Yeah, to be honest, we weren't not really that far off. That's just the evidence backs us. It's just I'm just thinking this one they might be able to break the curse this time.
You know,
Fair enough.
I honestly think the Panthers can win this, and I'm going to pick the Panthers. I don't. Neither team really has a good rushing game, but I think the Panthers generally have the better passing game with Cam Newton. So I'm gonna pick them to beat the Seahawks.
How good are Seahawks at defending the pass?
I don't know.
I'm guessing they're not that good.
Do you think anyone cares, really?
No.
Not really.
Well, there you go.
I
Okay.
mean, it's kind of telling that this is my upset of the week. It's the two shitty teams, and who's less shitty than the other one.
Yeah, so me and Nathan have the Seahawks, Rockted and Verdi have the Panthers. That's going to be interesting.
But
Let's go,
speaking of
Hawks.
the,
Interesting enough, the NFL odds place the Seattle as a 2.5 favorite over Carolina.
Curse the cat, I'm telling you.
Speaking of the cat curse, what's our next game?
Oh my god, this game. This might be one of the worst football games in the history of football right here, is the Chicago Bears at the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh God!
You have to watch this match.
Do I? Says who?
Says botched snap. No, not botched snap. No, that's not our NFL podcast. Says to Duck. No, that's not ours either.
Says Stroke My American Football.
Yeah.
That just shows you how weird we are as well as a fucking podcast. Turducken is tasty. I get that because that's an American thing. You got the turducken, the turkey, the duck, and the chicken all stuck together at Thanksgiving. And football and Thanksgiving kind of go together over there in America. Botch snap, I get that. It's football related. Stroke My American Footballs, we just went with ball puns.
That shows how smart and creative we are. We're not fucking afraid to make ball jokes.
We're not afraid to make ball jokes and be the lowest common denominator.
That should be our
Fucking slogan right
our
there.
slogan.
Stroke my
We're not
American
afraid
football.
to make ball jokes.
Stroke My American Footballs, not afraid to make ball jokes. Oh,
But
man.
yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bears here. Despite how much we hate the Bears, they have been systematically good at not losing.
They've been systematically good at not losing, but they still suck.
You know what?
But then you have to consider the cat curse. This is a compounded curse on the Jaguars.
It's a compounded cat curse, but I am going to have an upset pick for this one.
Oh!
Yeah.
You going for the Jaguars?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because you know what? Why not?
Hell,
Because
I could get you. Tell you what, Nathan. I'll make you a deal. If the Jaguars win, I will. I will take a picture of me in the Cornetto Wizard hat, and I will use that as the picture for next week's.
No,
I mean,
American
I
football.
mean, hold on.
no, because that
tell
means
you
getting
something.
the Cornetto.
Oh, okay. It has to be something bad.
That's it.
Okay, you have to do the Cornetto Wizard hat without eating the Cornetto.
That's literally impossible, dude. But okay. No, I'll think of
Yeah, and the ice cream has to stay on the cone.
You have to. No,
And you have to wear the hat.
You have to give the Cornetto to someone you dislike.
I have to give a cornetto to someone I dislike,
Yes.
And then wear the hat.
and wear the hat. Do I have to wear the hat in front of the person I don't like?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'll do it. If the Jaguars win, that's happening, Nathan, and I'll tell you guys all about it if it does happen. There you go.
Yeah.
Because here's the
The
thing.
Bears don't have the best offense, but neither do the Jaguars, and the Bears have a better defense. And if the defense is playing at all like they were on Monday night, the Jaguars are gonna just not have a good day. So the Bears are gonna win.
Here's the thing. The only team, according to statistics, the only team who's worse than the Jaguars is the fucking Colts.
Yeah.
Who I picked against Packers. So there you go.
Like,
Yeah.
just put it into perspective.
Nathan, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm last next week.
Nah, I'm gonna be last.
Yeah,
I just know.
I picked the Colts against the fucking Packers. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm last.
You really
Ready your pick now.
So you're going with the pick even though you realize how fucking stupid it is.
I'm going for the pick because if the Colts win, I'm gonna rub it in your face as much as I can. I'm gonna take my e-penis and make you guys all deep throat it.
You do realize this also happened the last time you did something like this, aka Dolphins versus
They
Cardinals.
were close, god damn it.
You're saying something, but all I hear is I'm stupid.
Fuck you.
That's what I'm hearing.
Well, this is a game for me that's difficult to decide. This is a game that's difficult for me to decide here. Is the Broncos at the New England Patriots? I don't know who to pick. I don't know who to pick here.
Patriots for me.
I'm gonna pick the Broncos because the Patriots don't. That defense is really not very good and not in sync at all. And I think Peyton with how just generally how well he does pre-snap and how well he's able to read what a defense is doing could just light up that defense for quite a bit. And the Broncos don't have a bad defense, so they could potentially limit the scores of the Patriots here. So I'm going to pick the Broncos.
You're going to pick the Broncos.
You had some well thought out reason, and I just said, like, no. I was like, meh, these guys.
Vardy.
Choke on these nuts.
Choke on these American footballers.
Let me just make sure of one thing here. Hopefully the thing loads. But yeah, let's see.
He's actually filled out the day you're going to die quiz, and that's what he's checking.
I do see. These teams. I gotta look at the statistics for this.
Ravens and
Broncos. The Patriots. They were back to their old Patriots form, but they were against the friggin' Bills, so that doesn't account for much.
Well, technically, the Broncos were up against the Oakland Raiders.
And again, the Broncos are up against the Oakland. So both of these teams faced other teams that were just kind of shitty and they should have beaten anyway.
Yeah, so this is really the test of who's actually.
I'm gonna go with the Broncos here because we pretty much established that the wins were all against shitty teams, but the Broncos at the very least lost against some serious hitters here. They lost against the Falcons and the Texans. I mean, so. The Patriots, I could tell you, the Ravens are not exactly doing that well this year, and it was fucking close as hell.
Ravens?
So that tells
you mean the Broncos? You mean Broncos?
No.
You mean the Broncos? Broncos.
I'm saying that the Patriots lost to get pretty much are on equal footing with the Ravens. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, they're on equal footing with the Ravens. Okay. I wouldn't say that, dude.
Yeah, but that's what it seems to me like this season, and that tells me that the Broncos are much better prepared to handle somebody like the Patriots. The Patriots are to handle somebody like the Broncos. So yes, the Broncos. My pick.
Broncos.
So am I the only person picking the Patriots there?
Well, I'm looking at this, and this could go either way. If this is a shootout, if this is a passing game where both teams are just going to basically air it out the whole game, you got Peyton Manning and Tom Brady doing the passing, okay? Tom Brady is 101 completions for 154 attempts. He's got 1,227 yards for 7 touchdowns. Manning is 99 completions for 153 attempts. He's got 1,162 yards for 8 touchdowns. If this is a shootout, this could go either way. But if it is a shootout, I'm going to go with the... if it's a shootout, Patriots. If it's a running game... if it's a running game, maybe the Broncos. Maybe, because the Patriots' defense isn't that good at stopping... Well, they're not good at stopping much, but they're definitely not good at stopping the run right now. This really could go either way. I might change it over the week. We got till kickoff time to change it, but for now, I'm gonna go with the Patriots and say it's gonna be a shootout, and we're gonna get a nice passing game, and the Patriots are just gonna eke it out. But I might change my pick. It's very possible.
There's also the possibility that the Broncos know that the Patriots won the shootout. So they're going to be ready with their turnovers, with the best of their turnovers.
Yeah, that's true. I'll stick with Patriots for now, and if I change my mind, I'll change my mind. Wow. I'm telling you something now, San Francisco 49ers. You are going to kill the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I'm going for that.
Yeah.
Seriously, right, Rockton, I know you picked the Bills last time. If you pick them this time, that's worse than my Colts pick.
Yeah, I'm not picking the Bills this time. No way.
Okay.
The
It's not worse than
49ers
the
are a
Colts pick,
complete
though.
team. Bills, while they are kind of in a rebuilding, they're in a bit of a rebuilding phase. They're getting a little better. They're not going to be they're not going to be as good. They're not as good as the 49ers. Not even close.
I'm guessing this will be the upset match of the
they're not
week,
even-
just to piss us off, just so that Fate can piss us off and say, suck it.
Are you picking the Bills, Friday?
No, I'm saying that's how it's going to turn out with our luck.
Oh, okay. With our luck, probably. Bills are probably going to somehow eke out or fart out a win and just be like, well, that happened.
Yeah.
Um,
Even though
It's not
Here's
really-
a
another game that I
They
can't
might
really
win, but it's
decide
the-
on here.
Here's a surprising thing about this. If you look at the stats, it
Yeah.
looks like Fitzpatrick is having a better year than Alex Smith.
if you look at the overall stats of the teams, it looks like they're saying that Bills are better than the 49ers.
No, they're not
not
better
kidding.
than the 49ers. They just had a lucky start.
Passing, and yeah, they're not as good as in rushing, but they're pretty
Oh,
much
I know
the same.
statistically. I know statistically that on paper, yeah, they're better than the 49ers on paper, but in practice, no.
You can
I
quote
know.
your fucking statistics all fucking day.
You can quote, yeah.
What?
you can
Okay,
quote
this-
statistics.
Wow. The Bills are an 11-point favorite. What the fuck?
Seriously?
Bills fans, I know you've had a good start. Shan Gailey is not the guy that's going to be leading your
The
team to a Super
Buffalo
Bowl.
is plus. Well, I don't know if that's points. It just says Buffalo plus 11. Those are the odds.
It ain't happening, Buffalo.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 11 to 1.
Buffalo fans are Buffalo. No. Buffalo fans are already convinced that they're going to the Super Bowl, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
but
just
to be
move
fair,
on.
To be fair, though, so are Cowboys fans.
Yeah, and they're still, and I've heard
Okay,
I've
there's
heard
passionate.
I've heard
No,
somewhat
hold on.
or legitimate
Hold on. No,
or
no, 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 no.
somewhat legitimate journalists still picking the Cowboys to be in the Super Bowl.
Let's move on. Titans versus Vikings.
No, no, I know there's passionate. Hold on. I know there's passionate fans out there for teams, but even they'll realize our team's not going to make it to the Super Bowl. Buffalo Bills fans all saying that their team's going to make it to the Super Bowl. They're all praising Ryan Fitzpatrick, and they're all praising Chan Gailey, the guy that everyone forgets the moment a Bills game's happened, and the team just kind of looks at him and go, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I'm your head coach," and they're like, "Oh, okay." But yeah, okay. Another game that I really am struggling to pick here is the Titans at Vikings.
How can
I'm
you
gonna put it to you this way.
I mean, this could potentially be a close game, possibly, but the Vikings are going to win this. The Titans are not that good.
Here's the thing. The only way the Titans can win is if they can manage a shootout. And I doubt they can make that. Because the Vikings
manage-
are...
Here's the thing that you need to understand is the Vikings have a really good rushing game, and the Titans rush defense.
Shitty defense. They have probably the shittiest defense in all the league, I think.
They have their rush defense is 27th. 27th. Adrian Peterson's going to have a fucking field day.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah. Like I said, if they manage to make a shootout, yeah, but they're not going to manage that. With that defense, fuck you. You're not going to manage that. Yeah. Vikings for the win.
Vikings for the win for you.
Their defense overall, the 27th in rushing defense, 27th in passing. It's in both categories. Their defense sucks. So now, the Vikings don't have a very good passing defense either. They're 14th, and their passing offense is yikes, 26th.
Yeah.
But if they're going against a 27th ranked team on both sides, yeah. If this turns out if this does end up being a shootout, the Vikings are going to win it handily.
Yeah, they all they have to do is rush them and it's done. If they try to do a shootout, this is going to be the biggest number of sacks in a game, probably, in this season. Oh, yeah.
This isn't even a homer pick here.
Wait, Nathan, who do you pick?
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Who are you picking? Titans or Vikings?
Vikings. For no reason.
Oh. You know what, Verde Roten, you've convinced me. Okay, well, I'll pick Vikings.
What? We've all picked Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm picking Titans. Might as well have something different.
Okay, prepare to lose a point there, Nathan. Okay. Next game.
If I win this, you guys are gonna be so fucking pissed.
San Diego Superchargers at the winless New Orleans Saints.
Upset pick of the week. Saints win. Finally get a win.
Yeah, I think this is the game that they've been waiting for.
Yeah, this is probably going to be one of the best chances Saints have to finally get a win against a Chargers team that is not as good as their record indicates.
Here's the thing: the Chargers' worst enemy is probably the Saints. The Saints are tailor-made to take on the Chargers. If they can't win this, I don't think the Saints are gonna keep going. They can't.
How about you, Nathan?
And the Saints right now, the Saints not fans right now. I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised if they've already started to go back to putting their bags on their heads and calling their team either the Aints or the Ants. The Aints as in ain't happening, or Ants as we're going to get crushed.
Or like your old aunt who possibly could break a hip going down the stairs.
What about you, Nathan?
I think last week you guys were all derogatory about the Chargers. So you know what? This week this is going to be another upset from me.
Okay, I'm picking the Saints to finally get a win, and everyone except Nathan has got the Saints so far. We gotta find out what Ali and Rob have, so they might agree with you, Nathan.
Yeah. Final game.
Oh,
Monday
God.
Night Football. Further evidence of Disney trying to shove the franchise down the toilet.
Sorry, I had to.
The Texans travel to the Jets.
Okay.
Does anyone in their right mind seeing the Jets winning this?
No.
That's the problem, dude. There's not a lot of people in their right mind. Wow. This is gonna be painful for the Jets. They had 0 points in their last game, and I don't see them getting many more.
Yeah. If the Texans have a pretty good defense, and God, Rex Ryan is such a fucking idiot. Fucking idiot. That he even would consider to keep Mark Sanchez out there. Mark Sanchez is doing nothing.
He's the Sanchez, baby. He's
the Sanchez.
He's doing nothing for them. Nothing. And
No.
it's bad enough that he convinced whoever it was to fucking bring in Tebow.
But he's the Sanchez.
Franchise. I have to laugh hilariously like at Jets fans who just like 2 years ago, like, we got Mark Sanchez, the Sanchez. He's going to lead us to multiple Super Bowl victories. He's the new guy. And then 2 years later, fuck Sanchez. He's fucking losing.
The only chance...
Tim Tebow, football Jesus, and then football goof.
Well, I think the only thing they can do now is hire Ocho Cinco and just be done with it.
The only chance in hell that the Jets have of winning this game is if like the owner fucking said if the owner can if there's some kind of thing where the owner can supersede the decision of the head coach and say, fuck you, you're not putting in Sanchez, you're not even putting in Tebow, you're putting in Greg McElroy. He can't possibly be worse than these two nincompoops. And maybe then the Jets might have a slim chance in hell of actually winning.
The only way... Okay, the only way the Jets are going to win a football game this week, is if their plane accidentally gets misdirected to Antarctica and they play penguins against penguins in football and end up just beating the penguins.
Even then, I think they'd slip on the ice.
And even then, the Texans would win by default.
Yes, they have lost to the Antarctica Penguins.
They lost to the Antarctic Penguins.
Here's the thing: the only way they could lose, the Texans could lose, is if their bus gets into an accident and all the players' legs are broken. Even then, I
think that the Texans can crawl their way to victory.
The only way the Jets are going to win this game is if the head coach comes out with all the players' uniforms draped over layers, and he's like, "I'm going to be the team this week, guys."
I think what's actually going to happen is the coach is actually going to he's going to get a gun and he's going to Hitman-esque kill each one of the Texans. It's the only sane option.
We've all got Texans, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank
Those
God.
guys are Texans. They'd
No,
be
I
ready.
have the Colts.
Hey, you watch when the Colts beat the Packers. You guys are gonna have to bow at my feet and call me football genius. I'm the next fucking Madden.
If that happens, I can at least, and when it gets to the end of this and I'm last, as I'm guessing will happen, I can at least say they beat the Packers.
Well, they beat the Packers. They didn't beat anyone else. Not anyone else of interest.
So either way, it's okay for me.
Yeah, no, but you'll be crying inside while you're saying, "Well, they beat the Packers." Like you're literally like, "Oh, they beat the
Packers. So yeah, I think we all agreed that the Texans are gonna win.
Yeah.
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 No one in their right mind will pick the Jets.
Texans.
Watch Rob and Ali just come out now and be like, "Oh yeah, Jets are gonna sweep this game," and we're like, "What? What the fuck?"
No, I mean seriously, the Texans.
Only way the
outclassed
Jets could win this game is if they actually played in jets, like jet fighters, and just shot the Texans.
Yeah. In every single way, the Texans outclass the Jets. They've got better offense. They've got better defense. They've got better passing. They've got better rushing.
And when Viaday says something, you should listen to him. Because
Yeah,
he's the lead on points.
he's the head of our pick'em right now.
Yeah. Right now, I'm considered the genius of the group.
Oh, wow. Do you see? I can see your massive head from over here, Viaday.
Is that wait, his penis?
Here, I'm shaking it.
Shaking his penis? What?
Thanks. You've made it rain.
Do you see that tower leaning left and right? That's the one.
Wow, that was Stroke My American Footballs, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
See ya.
Was that the last pick?
And remember, take good care of your footballs because you have to
I
stroke
think
them.
he's finished the recording, dude.